John Locke, Montesquieu, Voltaire were three different philosophers that had different ideas about how the government should run. Each idea alone worked very poorly. Then these philosophers inspired another philosopher by the name of Jean-Jacques Rousseau to combine their ideas together, and together they created the basis of our government. John Locke is considered one of, if not the number one philosopher in the world, past and current. His ideas in education, medical, theology, physics, economic, and political fields make him very well known to many different people. The most memorable things that he did were creating the basis of our government in the French Revolution. Some of his famous works include an essay concerning human understanding, 2 treatises of government, and a letter concerning toleration. He had many more works, but these were some of the more well-known ones.
We found our information from 2 academic sources, John Locke and Locke's 2 treatises of government. John Locke is about his life and some of his famous works. Locke's 2 treatises of government is about works dealing with the government that he wrote. John Locke became a highly renowned philosopher. He had ideas from the educational to the political field.
John Locke was born on August 29, 1632, in Rington, England. After high school, he studied at Oxford. He went on to learn about medicine. John Locke's father was also named John. He was a legal clerk for the English military in the Civil War. Locke got a good education due to his father, and with that, the English government made sure that he had a better education. While in Westminster, he received the King's Scholar. This was a highly ranking award only given to a small select group of male students. He graduated in 1956. Then he went back to college for a second time to get a Master of Arts degree. He didn't agree with the normal philosophies of the time. Instead, he created his own unique philosophies. After he left college, he became connected to the family of Lord Ashley, who was a well-known politician of the time. He was mainly connected to the family to be a tutor to the Lord's son. While doing that, he continued to do his personal work as well. He worked with Thomas Sydenham, who at the time was accepted to be the #1 physician. Together they performed a critical surgery on Lord Ashley, which he later said saved his life. Since he was good friends with the politician, it gave him an insight into that realm of the world, allowing him to create some of his writings about the field. Locke took some time off and toured France for a while. When he returned a few years later, the political views had changed drastically. Lord Ashley was now an outcast of the political field, so having him around was a disadvantage to Locke. Shortly after that, he created the 2 treatises concerning government. It was said, it must be a rare thing for an author to recommend one of his own works as a guide to a young gentleman anxious to acquire an insight into the Constitution. This was the most influential political work Locke did. Then, shortly after writing the 2 treatises, Locke moved to the Netherlands because Ashley's death caused him to be targeted for political persecution. He continued to travel more for pleasure and safety. While traveling, he decided the government should be more lenient toward religious ideas and denominations, because at the time the government did not care one way or another really. Locke's most memorable controversy of his life was over toleration was done with Edward Stillingfleet. They contested positions in the essay. In theology, his major work was The Reasonableness of Christianity. He argued a lot about the traditional beliefs for Christians were unnecessary. As he aged, his health got increasingly worse, and he suffered from respiratory issues, which cut his travels in France short because of the air quality. He died on the 28th of October in 1704. He even wrote his own epitaph.
John Locke's name pops up in many different history books around the world. His ideas helped shape the French Enlightenment, and our founding fathers turned to his ideas to help forge America into the country that it was today. Without him, our government would not be the same as it is today. We believe that America was founded on his ideas. Without him, America would be very different. He never really got the recognition for our country's creation. No one even really knows about him. The way America is today was possible by him.